Hear the call, my brothers and sisters, it's time to rise. Stand up for our freedom, we've endured too many lies. Come together, united, let's make our voices known. In the streets of Zimbabwe, we'll reclaim our throne. Join the protest, let your spirit...
Welcome to Zimwaves TV, your source for news, music, and a good dose of humor. Tonight, we're diving into the often absurd world of Zimbabwean politics with a satirical take that's sure to make you laugh out loud. Now, some of the facts we present might be true, others might not be, but hey, the aim is to laugh out our sorrows and walk away with dignity amid all the endless oppression and trials brought about by political leadership. So sit back, relax, and let's enjoy this comedic ride together.
A house divided against itself cannot stand. Well, Abe Lincoln may not have been talking about Zimbabwean opposition politics, but if he were alive today, he'd have a front row seat to the greatest political soap opera since the invention of democracy. Welcome to the stage where every day feels like a cliffhanger episode, with more twists, turns, and backstage drama than a Shakespearean tragedy. Let's unravel this tangled web, shall we? Once upon a time, Zimbabwe's fight for independence was a saga of unity against colonial oppression. Fast forward, and ZANU-PF, the erstwhile heroes, have donned the black hats of villainy. Enter the Citizens Coalition for Change, CCC, our gallant knights in shining armor, or so they'd have us believe. Except, plot twist, these knights are too busy jousting amongst themselves to notice the dragon breathing down their necks. Our dashing protagonist, Nelson Chamisa, backed by the Blue Movement, is trapped in a real-life Game of Thrones. One faction led by Sengizo Shabangu seems more interested in counting coins than wielding swords. Meanwhile, another faction, with its leaders conveniently behind bars, is led by James Timba. Shamisa's response? He's given the whole CCC the cold shoulder, faster than you can say dramatic exit. Drama alert. In the age of TikTok and viral memes, you'd think social media could be a force for unity, right? Wrong. Enter the gladiators of the digital coliseum, the YouTubers. Instead of forming a united front against ZANU-PF, they're too busy throwing shade at each other. Tawanda and the Mupfumi brothers could rival the Kardashians with their endless feuds and clapbacks. Then there's DJ Holy and Africa and Beyond, on a mission to roast Gambakwe at every turn. Are they secretly ZANU-PF agents stirring up chaos while preaching change? Watching their videos, you'd think the opposition's arch nemesis is itself, not the ruling regime. On Twitter, #UniteForChange is trending. But let's face it, unity isn't exactly in fashion yet. Social media was supposed to be the Avengers assembling, but it's more like a dysfunctional family reunion airing all its dirty laundry. It's like trying to organize a symphony with each musician playing a different tune. Chaotic, to say the least. Meanwhile, some optimists look to SADC to swoop in and save the day. Spoiler alert, SADC is about as effective as a screen door on a submarine. At their latest meeting, the Zimbabwean crisis didn't even make the agenda. Betting on SADC is like waiting for Godot. You'll be waiting forever, and the punchline is, he never shows up. Back in the day, ZANU-PF knew how to spin a tale. They had Radio Moscow, Radio Zimbabwe from Zambia, and Mozambique, spreading messages of unity and liberation like they were the gospel truth. Today's opposition could use a crash course in media manipulation from these masters. Instead, they're caught up in Twitter wars and YouTube showdowns, forgetting the art of a good old-fashioned propaganda blitz. Historic movements like the Civil Rights era and South Africa's anti-apartheid struggle thrived on unity. Zimbabwe's opposition could learn a thing or two and stop auditioning for the next reality TV gig. They're like actors in a never-ending play, forgetting their lines and bumping into each other on stage while the audience waits for the plot to thicken. Enough with the petty squabbles already. If real change is to come, Zimbabwe's opposition must come together like ingredients in a recipe, each adding their unique flavor to the mix. Politicians, media moguls, and social media stars need to check their egos at the door and work towards freeing Zimbabwe. Victory isn't won with subtweets and clickbait. It takes the kind of collaboration that makes enemies nervous. Social media influencer Advocate Maher recently tweeted, "Let's set aside our differences and focus on the big picture. Together, we can achieve so much more." It's time to stand united for the Zimbabwe we all deserve. Her words are a breath of fresh air in this social media storm, like a sudden burst of wit in a room full of stale jokes. Imagine a Zimbabwe where opposition leaders, YouTubers, and influencers join forces like superheroes in a blockbuster movie, where every tweet, video, and speech aims to topple tyranny with the force of 1,000 hashtags. This isn't just a dream. It's a necessity in a world where the only thing more divided than politics is the Wi-Fi signal. A house divided cannot stand. Zimbabwe's future hinges on its people, uniting like a well-rehearsed ensemble, ready to take the stage and rewrite history. Together, we can make Abe Lincoln proud, and maybe even earn a spot on reality TV. Because let's face it, the drama here is better than anything Hollywood could dream up.